Anacondas. Their skins, anyway. They have been illegally smuggled out of Bogota, Colombia, and into Kansas City via airplane by a slithery character named Jacob Burton. How did he do it? Match wits with Rob McCool, as well as Ron McCoy, to see if you can solve this Madcap mystery. Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries. An RM production. Starring Ron McCoy as Rob McCool. Tonight's episode, The Case of the Smuggled Snakeskins.
So, I'm meeting Bob Drake, an old friend of mine who is a police lieutenant at the Liberty Olive Garden. He has some information for me about smuggled anaconda skins. Isn't that interesting? Has something to do with KCI, the nearby airport. What information am I going to receive? Anaconda skins?
It is an unusual smuggling case, yes. Some Asian immigrants grind up the skins and use them as medicine. They're very valuable.
Not to mention, very illegal.
Jacob Burton is a Colombian suspected by the Bogota police of smuggling anaconda skins into the United States. He uses the fortnightly Colombian Air nonstop flight from Bogota to Kansas City International Airport. That's how Customs, the FBI, and Liberty's finest got involved.
And together, you want to put the squeeze on this Jacob Burton.
You could put it that way, although I wish you wouldn't.
Bob, please forgive my sarcasm. Please go on.
Each time Jacob Burton arrives here, Customs thoroughly examines him, his briefcase, and his suitcase, but never finds anything incriminating to deny him entry. Lately, the other passengers have been getting the same treatment, just in case. Burton checks into the Quality Inn hotel, insisting on the same room every time, and stays for 3 days. Within a day of his arrival, we get word through our contacts here that skins are being sold in Asian immigrant neighborhoods.
Has he been tailed?
Of course. He always slips away for a time, though, and has never been caught making the sale. There's no doubt he's moving the skins. It's just a matter of finding out how and catching him.
And no doubt, I need to check out what he's doing. That is, just as soon as I finish this plate of anaconda skins, eggplant parmesan. Yes, I'm going to head to the Quality Inn where Jacob Burton has been staying.
I knew that I could count on you, Rob. Good luck. Keep me informed of what you learn.
And onward I flew to the Quality Inn just north of Liberty, Missouri. I had learned from Bob that a package of anaconda skins was only about the size of a large book. So I'm here at the Quality Inn, hoping to find the clue I am seeking. The man at the desk informed me that Jacob Burton's room had been room 1640, and he gave me the key and told me that I could look around. This because I have such a trustworthy face and because I am a detective. Inside Jacob Burton's abandoned hotel room, after close scrutinization, I do find a box about the size of a book underneath the bed. Not sure how the maid missed that. And when I open the lid of the box, I see a paper which looks like maybe it's a receipt of some kind, but alas, no trace of Anaconda skins. Finding that box with that receipt has proven to be valuable evidence against Jacob Burton, and now, onward to the airport I go. And at the departures gate, I find an employee who remembers Jacob Burton and gives me some valuable information.
Yes, sir. Mr. McCool, what can I do for you?
So, based on your professional opinion, how would this man, Jacob Burton, be able to get Anaconda skins, which are illegal for him to be carrying, on board a plane?
Well, Mr. McCool, he would have to be searched before boarding the plane in Bogota, as well as here at KCI. However, each time Jacob Burton arrives here in the United States, Customs thoroughly checks him and all of his personal belongings. However, he might be bribing airport security there. I doubt that he would be able to bribe any of our personnel here in Kansas City or anywhere in the United States.
He sounds like a slimy but enterprising fellow. Does he treat himself to first class?
No, he flies coach. He's very fat though, so he buys all 3 seats on the side row to accommodate himself.
Is he really fat, or does he just have a package under his shirt?
No chance. As I said, Customs is thorough.
Perhaps he has an accomplice on the flight crew.
Nice try, but the crew is changed for every flight. Besides, they have to pass through Customs too. The Bogota police have watched several crew members on the off chance but have seen nothing suspicious.
These flights, do they go on from here?
No, the plane stays here overnight and returns to Bogota the next day. The airport authority keeps it under tight overnight security. So how are you going to get this Jacob Burton? So far, you have nothing.
Oh, I have more than you think. If you are enjoying watching me unravel this mystery, then be sure you click on like, subscribe, and on the notification bell so that you always know when I am uploading a new video. And now back to Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries.
So, Rob, judging by that smug look on your face, you must have a solution as to how we can indict Jacob Burton.
Yes. Burton gets those Anaconda skins on the plane himself in Bogota because he bribes officials at the airport there. He does not take the skins off of the plane. He has a Confederate who helps him with that. He does regain possession of those skins once he arrives at the airport in Kansas City at KCI.
Who could that be? Not one of the other passengers, who are also thoroughly searched. Nor could it be one of the flight crew, because they are also searched by Customs.
The airport authority had to employ a cleanup crew, and that cleanup crew has to tidy up the plane between its departure from Bogota and its arrival at Kansas City International Airport.
Yes? Of course. It would be fairly simple for Jacob Burton to bring the package aboard in his briefcase, hide it under his seat or in the magazine pocket, since he had no seating companion, and have an accomplice on the cleaning crew retrieve the package for him.
Exactly. This accomplice could then conceal the package in the cleaning cart and not even have to go through Customs, meet up with Jacob Burton somewhere in Kansas City, and get paid.
Brilliant. Rob, You have unraveled another mystery.
True. So true. Anaconda skins. These cases get stranger and stranger. I am anxious to see Jacob Burton get arrested and arraigned, and I'm heading down to police headquarters right now to see that happen. This Madcap mystery is solved, but be sure to join me in the next episode of Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries. A department store manager has a terrible tale to tell. One of his fellow managers is pilfering money. Who could it be? The answer lies in the case of the pilfering partner. It's the next episode of Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries.